Hi folks, and welcome back to the vlog. Apologies, there's been a bit of a delay. It's a busier time of year, but I want to discuss a little bit this week about opinions and asking for appraisals of one's work. I get a lot of this in the gallery, and I'm sure a lot of galleries get this request from artists. Let me explain why I, as a gallerist, don't give appraisals or opinions. The reason for this is that I'm just one opinion. I'm just one person with one opinion. Just because I own a gallery or a section of online galleries doesn't mean to say my opinion is worth any more than the next person's. So if you ask 100 people opinions of your work, you'll get 100 different answers. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking for an opinion as long as you don't take too much of it to heart, because the point is that opinions are not what you should be following as an artist. I've been an artist for 35 years of my life as first a songwriter and then an author. And one of the hardest things as an artist to do is to find your voice. But it is so imperative that it comes directly from you and not from opinions or others, or trying to please others, or trying to do what others think you should be doing. Some of the greatest artists in the world broke molds when they did what they did. They tried new things, they experimented. Art isn't like flat pack furniture where there is a right and a wrong way to do it. Art is something that comes from inside of you. It's an extension of your personality. So asking somebody's opinion about your art is rather like saying, how can I become a better personality for you? Of course, having said all that, technique is a very different thing. So if you go to classes, if you ask artists or lecturers or teachers of art their opinion about how to find a technique, how to do a technique, of course, that's all part of finding your voice. It's going into the mix of what you've learnt and who you've learnt from. Nobody's inventing the wheel here. We all take elements from other people's work and bring them together and expand them and use our personality to bring them out in a new way. And once you do that and you start finding your voice, you'll find your audience. And the great thing about that is when people start buying from you and start expanding your audience base, they'll be buying into you and what you're doing from your heart rather than what you think you should be doing for somebody else. And I think that's the big downfall with artists who paint for other people, is that they're going to find later on in life that they're getting less and less satisfaction out of it. When you come from your core, when you come from your heart, you will find that you paint much more enthusiastically. There'll be much more trust in your voice and what you're trying to say. And also this will change over time. You will never become the same painter and do the same thing. You will move and your audience base will move with you, or you'll discover new audience and lose some. But that's all part of the process of art. So be brave. Sure, ask people's opinion, but don't take it to heart. And one thing I do say is if you're going to go to a gallery and ask them if they'll take you on, that's a different question than asking their opinion. So please be clear. I say this in my book, The Artist's Handbook, that if you are specifically asking them to take you on, then ask them, would you consider taking me on? Don't ask them their opinion. That's a very different question. So I hope this has been helpful. Really trust your instincts. I believe there is a buyer for every painting in the world. Of course, a gallery, or if you're an artist that doesn't have a gallery, you've got to find that audience. You've got to find that person for that piece of art. And that's what marketing is all about. And again, in my book, we can talk about that quite a bit. But for now, trust your instincts, learn as much as you can, just let your personality evolve, and please don't take too much heart from other people's opinions. They're only one person, and they are worth no more if they're a gallerist than they are if they're a man in the street. So I hope that helps. Thanks for popping in. I'll be back hopefully next week if I get time. And if you've got any questions or any subjects you want me to cover, please do. But look back at the videos that I've done before in all of this section, which cover everything in the book, and I hope they all help. Bye for now.